Kendrick Lamar Duckworth is one of the most respected rappers of our time. He was born on June 17, 1987, in Compton, California, a city known for its crime, gangs, and poverty. His parents had moved there from Chicago a few years earlier to escape that same life. Kendrick grew up surrounded by violence, but also by music, hope, and strong values from his family. His father was involved in gang activity when Kendrick was young, but his mother helped keep Kendrick focused on school and creativity. His childhood wasn't easy, but it shaped the man and the artist he would become. Kendrick was a quiet and thoughtful child. He loved writing stories and poems. At the age of 8, something happened that would change his life. He saw Tupac Shakur and Dre filming the music video for A California Love in Compton. That moment stayed with him forever. It made him realize that music could come from people just like him. He started writing lyrics as a teenager, inspired by rappers like Eminem, Jay-Z, and Nas. He went to Centennial High School, where he was a good student with high grades. While his neighborhood was full of distractions, Kendrick stayed focused. He wanted to make it out, not just for himself, but for his community. At 16, he released his first mixtape under the name m.A.A.d. It was called Youngest Head Nigger in Charge and it caught the attention of top Dawg Entertainment, a small independent label in California. This was the beginning of Kendrick's journey as a serious artist. He kept working on his music and released more mixtapes over the next few years. His lyrics were deep, thoughtful, and full of meaning. He talked about life in the inner city, identity, racism, and personal growth. He wasn't trying to be a flashy rapper. He wanted to tell real stories. In 2010, he dropped a mixtape called Overly Dedicated, which gained him even more attention. Big artists started to notice him. Dre, one of the most powerful figures in hip-hop, saw Kendrick's talent and invited him to work together. In 2011, Kendrick released his first official album, Section. It was praised by critics for its storytelling and social messages. The album talked about a generation lost in drugs, violence, and broken systems. Kendrick was becoming the voice of a new era. He was speaking for young people who felt forgotten and misunderstood. The real breakthrough came in 2012 with the release of Good Kid, m.A.A.d. City. This album told the story of a young man growing up in Compton, trying to survive without losing himself. It was like a movie, with characters, a plot, and powerful emotions. The album was a huge success, both commercially and artistically. Songs like A Swimming Pools, or A Backseat Freestyle, Air and a Bitch, Don't Kill My Vibe became hits. But more than the beats and rhymes, it was Kendrick's honesty that connected with listeners around the world. Kendrick didn't stop there. In 2015, he released To Pimp a Butterfly, a bold and complex album that mixed jazz, funk, and spoken word. It explored racism, fame, mental health, and the struggles of being black in America. The album was not made for the radio. It was made to spark thought and discussion. It was praised as a masterpiece. President Barack Obama even said that his favorite song of the year was How Much a Dollar Cost, one of the tracks from the album. In 2017, Kendrick released Damn, a more direct and personal album, full of hits like A Humble, DNA, and Love. This album showed his growth not only as an artist, but as a man. He talked about his fears, his beliefs, and his journey with fame and faith. The album won multiple Grammys, and Kendrick made history when he became the first rapper to win the Pulitzer Prize for music. It was a huge moment for hip-hop and for Kendrick. He proved that rap could be both art and truth. Outside of music, Kendrick has kept a low profile. He doesn't post much on social media. He rarely does interviews. He lets the music speak for him. In a world full of noise, Kendrick chooses silence when needed. This has made fans even more interested in him. When he speaks, people listen. In 2022, after a break of several years, Kendrick returned with a new album called Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. The album showed a different side of him, more vulnerable, more personal. He talked about therapy, fatherhood, trauma, and healing. It wasn't about fame anymore. It was about growth. Fans saw a mature Kendrick, no longer just a voice of the streets, but a man looking inward, trying to understand himself and the world around him. Kendrick Lamar is more than a rapper. He's a poet, a storyteller, and a leader. He never chases trends. Instead, he creates moments that matter. His words have power, and his voice represents a generation. From the streets of Compton to winning the Pulitzer Prize, Kendrick's journey is proof that you can rise above your circumstances if you stay true to your message. He's inspired millions by showing that success doesn't mean changing who you are. It means becoming who you were meant to be. Kendrick Lamar's story is still being written, but one thing is clear. He will always be remembered as one of the greatest artists of our time.